All right, you guys, I have Erby out here and he is super fresh, as you can see from that. So I'm gonna back him up a couple steps, make sure I kind of have his attention. And I'm gonna take my little stick here and I'm gonna disengage his hind end a couple of times. I'm gonna just make him disengage. Just disengage. Make him get over. Good job. And this is just so he's paying attention because he is super fresh and I don't need him to take me for a ride when I go to lunge him if he decides to go fast. Back up. 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 Step forward. Step forward. Oh. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Good job. All right, you guys. Erby, he was a horse that I really felt like had a ton of monetary value, but the people who had him let his front feet splay out and he was mildly lame. We did x-rays. He x-rayed very, very clean x-rays actually. And we just found out he had basically no soul. Erby was a horse that really was fearful of people. He didn't want to be in your pocket at all. And he did not have a lot of respect for boundaries. So we had to get a little bit of respect, and he has it now. In fact, he's turned into one of the most fantastic horses on this property. It just took a little bit of time. So I'm going to point you guys with my finger and send him. Send him. I asked. I know, I've got the phone, buddy. He's scared of my phone. There he goes. So I'm going to just let him lunge, free lunge, easy, just kind of, well, free lunge, but he's on a line. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Oh, kind of go his pace. Easy. Easy. He's super fresh. What I want to know that he's paying attention, that when I say, whoa, whoa, that he faces up without me having to pull on him. I'm going to point him the other direction. Let me pick up my little whack stick, because whoa, oh, he said whoa. And there are moments like that he's a little bit more, let's put it this way, he's a little bit more horse than Floyd, but he's still perfect for even a novice person because he's not going to hurt you. In fact, he's probably perfect for a novice rider. See, I got onto him right there, and look at him just soften up and do what he's supposed to. Fricker. He's so fresh, though. Like, honestly, anybody watching this, hey, easy, trot easy. Easy, trot easy. Nope. I didn't say whoa. Easy. Anybody watching this can say for a fresh horse, this is still being very well behaved. So Erby would be fantastic for a novice to an intermediate rider that's wanting something that's not dangerous, that has a lot of go, that you can do anything on, even rope. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hi. For a horse that hated humans, he is getting very much so in your pocket. Back up. He is really trying hard. I'm going to send him again. I just would like to see him trot around here a little less speedily. Good job. I left my stick, damn it. And I am going to kind of get him over here by a booger. Good job. That way he kind of has to pay attention to where his feet are. Good job. Now, whoa. Whoa. But I'm telling you, this was a horse that when you would say whoa in the past, good job. He would not whoa. He would speed up. And he would have been very fearful of this playset. He just would have been very fearful. Oh, easy, buddy. Easy. See? Don't go faster. I want him to pay attention to where his feet are and pay attention to his surroundings. It's a little muddy over there. See, now he's paying attention. See, buddy? Erby's a horse that very easily gets distracted by what's going on around him, which is fine. Oh, Whoa. Whoa. It's what prevents him from being like perfect for a beginner is I said, whoa. See? I said, whoa. Whoa. He got distracted by the horses. Whoa. Back up. Back up. Back up. And by nobody's standards am I like the groundwork queen. Like, this isn't something we did in the racehorse world. This is something that I just took up after I started kind of rehoming horses to kind of, I mean, I guess for lack of better words, get a little bit more into their brain and to help them communicate and move their feet. But I think that you have to do this before you ever ride them, or you're really setting yourself and your horse up to fail. Because if I would have just saddled Erby and rode him off today, it would have been, you know, probably an entire ride of being just frustrated with him and feeling a little disappointed. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Because he kind of wants to really pay attention to outside things. And whoever gets him, I want him to have enough foundation that they can do this and get into his brain a little bit before they saddle up. He's never bucked and he's never reared up, so he's not a dangerous animal. He just can really be focused on things around him versus what, and that's just because he was never taught. Nobody ever taught him ever how to communicate with the human. And you know what I love about him is he's good with other horses. I can turn him out with anything and he's fantastic. He doesn't get overly buddy sour. Now, whoa, whoa, don't want to yank on you. Good job. Good job. Back up for me. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back, 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 back. Just being just a little. Whoa. I shouldn't have to apply that much pressure to get a backup out of him. There we go. He was just a horse that would crowd you just a little bit and just be a little bit. All right. Now, good boy. Nice lick. So now that he's done a little bit of work, I'm going to let him go play with Floyd because they don't know each other, but they're going to meet each other today. Look at him following me. Good job, buddy. This is a horse that before you drop the halter, he would have been freaking gone like freaking yesterday. Tell him I would have run off so fast. Oh, man. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. There we go. He's like, wait a minute, I think I'm free. Can I get out? No. I know that he's fresh. But he's super sound. Oh, tail. Floyd's like, wait, is that a human? No, it's a horse. And I don't always, I tell people all the time that I think that herd mentality is such a good thing, but you have to be smart about it. Hello? I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong person. I'm sorry, this is Tara. No problem, bye-bye. She said, Kelly, this is Reagan down at the credit union. And I'm like, I think you have the wrong person. I'm not Kelly and I don't need the credit union. I feel like I don't want herd sour horses. And I don't like horses that don't behave well with other horses. So we try to create horses that people can introduce to new environments and they're not going to be problematic, but they're still going to be horses that you can separate if you need to and not be overly herd bound. And this is just something that I'm learning. Like I've spent probably in October, I really started taking this to heart. Like I wanted to create really non-problematic horses for my customers, but from horses that have been discarded. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to have to go buy a $15,000 horse. Like, I wanted to be able to find a horse that we could get on a budget and put a little bit of work into and kind of get in their head and see what we could do to make better horses. And look at these two big geldings. They both stand right at 15.2 hands tall. Erby's just a touch over 15.2. Floyd is right at 15.2. Erby is 11, Floyd is 8, and they don't, I mean, today I turned them out here together, and they're both non-problematic with each other. They're both horses that you can walk right up to and catch now, and they're both horses that somebody that's basically a novice could take and learn with, because neither one of these, but listen, respect is non-transferable. Respect is non-transferable. So these things that I've worked with, what I love is if I sell them privately, whoever gets them can take them home and call me, and, you know, we can discuss like what I did, you know, to have such great success, versus I don't love when horses sell in a means that you don't know exactly who bought it so you can stay in touch. But I like horses that get along too. Like, they've not kicked at each other. They're not trying to be ugly to each other. And they're both big, beautiful geldings. Hi, Bear, but you're not coming in here because you're an asshole and your training methods are barbaric. Bear, your training methods are barbaric. Okay? You should be the face of horrible horsemanship. You do not have good horsemanship. You're bad. And what I like is this. They can be new to each other and just be big geldings that want to be ornery and play, but not hurt each other. Hi, boys. Hi. Look how stunning they both are. Ooh. Herbie's like, I really am not a fan of humans. And I'm like, you're getting better. Floyd's like, we don't like humans. And I'll tell you this, if you do it right, the good ones will rub off on the not so good ones versus vice versa. Bear, do not help me. Wish I had a freaking cookie. I would have given you a cookie for that. Good boy, sir. Look at all that hair coming. Good boy, sir. Oh, that's nice. See? And it's so people always say a runner will rub off on one that'll let you catch them. But I feel like if you do it correctly, it can kind of be the opposite. Whoa, Erby. Come here, Herb. It's a big deal for Erby to have free range to run away from me. And for me to be able to do this. Because I'm telling you, I fucking couldn't have no way, no fucking how. I wish that we had the ability to spend this time with all of them. And I hope that makes sense for you guys. Like, there's horses all over this place. And there's lots of horses that come in here that are killers and they're cheap. And, you know, unfortunately, they don't have the monetary value at this point, but it doesn't mean they can't. And I still would like to rehome those kind of horses to you guys, and maybe us work together as a community to where you could buy a horse with a lot of potential that's a little bit skinnier and take it home, and, you know, we can communicate and work together, and you guys could end up with this, you know. I can't do them all. Like, I'm one person that's short-staffed. But you guys, how cool is this? Like, what are these horses worth when they... Oh, Herbie. That's nice. That's nice, Herb. Floyd. See, Floyd's like, wait. I mean, there are horses that have been stalled that when you cut them loose, you can't freaking catch them. And these, look, Floyd, he's like... Yeah, I love it. Belinda, I have great reception where I am, so it's not on my end. Come here, Erby. Erby wants to pretend that they should run. But I mean, I can walk out here and this is much better. This is just, I just want them to not be afraid and to not feel like, oh, I got out of the stall, so don't do it, Erby. I saw him zoning in on my phone. I was like, oh shit, my phone is fixing to get mucked out. But I want them to be horses and to have the ability to come out here and have a little bit of a sense of like community and herd instinct, and but also to still like people enough that you can catch them in an open pasture like this without feed, without, I do get to where in the beginning I'll give some cookies just for positive reinforcement purposes. See, Erby was concerned about that earlier, and this gives him the ability to come back and check it out, and he's like, oh, it's fucking nothing, never mind. But these geldings can be geldings. They can, and you know what I love about what I do? For people that want to spend that $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 on a horse, and you buy at auction, yeah, they come with a lot of, you know, guarantees. But listen, how cool is it to get to watch from the beginning too? Like, I love that people that'll end up with these horses can go back and see from the day they got here and see like the evolution and see how far they've come. So. And again, I'm not a rescue, and I'm somebody that has a lot of horses, and I'm just one person. So I still feel like these horses, obviously, we can see why we kept them to kind of do this with, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to be perfect for somebody else. All right, you guys, Jess has dropped the ball. Let me call her. I see she had a loadout. Hey, did you forget Marlin? Yeah. Oh, no, he had an appointment today at 10:30, and he texted me and said he was going to be just a touch late, but he's here. Okie dokie. No worries. I knew you just went to the gas station. Okie dokie. See you shortly. Oh, I got up this morning and fed both barns, and I've been doing the trader barn, and yesterday and today getting the horses out and cleaning the stalls. That way Jess can feed the outside and kind of handle the loadouts. That way we're just kind of separated and not having to do stuff together. That way more gets, you know, done. But yeah, I think it's great to let them be horses, and I think it's great to also teach them that humans are pretty cool. They're wanting to play with that, but they don't know how, and that's so funny to me. I do love it. All right, you guys, well, I'm going to get off here because I have lots more to do. So I'm going to go. I've only got to clean Erby's stall because I have already done Floyd's. And then I will come out and catch these two and put them up and put different horses out. And when I swap horses out, I'll go back live so you guys can kind of be introduced to some of the others. And look at Floyd. Like, what's he doing? He's like, what is this? How do I play with it? He was like, I don't understand the use of it. I love that. He's like, listen. And then Erby's like, yeah, man, what's this for? Floyd's like, I don't know. Maybe it's a spaceship. Floyd's like, I think it might have food in it. Erby said, did you say food? Floyd's like, yeah, food. And Erby's like, here, let me see. Food? Floyd's like, hey, my food. Erby's like, you said food. Erby's trying to figure out how to get the food out of it. They're both confused. It's a play place for kids. It has no food in it. I need to drink more Mucinex. All right, you guys, on to the next ones.